Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A popular star couldn't believe what happened at SummerSlam and texted Triple H to express his disappointment over the result of the main event. American actor O'Shea Jackson Jr. revealed that he texted the game after the show. Seth Rollins made a blockbuster return at SummerSlam Night 1 and cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on then World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Moments later, he was the new World Heavyweight Champion. Many people were unhappy over how things turned out tonight, including O'Shea Jackson Jr. He later revealed on X that he sent a message to WWE CEO Triple H. Can view O'Shea's post below. CM Punk's fans were on cloud nine after he managed to beat Gunther for the World Heavyweight title on Night 1 of SummerSlam 2025. They had seen a WWE World title in his hands after quite a long time. Unfortunately for them, their happiness was short-lived, as a returning Seth Rollins was determined to crash Punk's party. One wonders how long it would be before CM Punk's fans get to see him hold WWE's top prize again. WWE SummerSlam 2025 was packed with surprises, heartbreaks, and chaotic moments that turned the WWE universe upside down. But while the crowd inside Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas erupted at the wild twists and turns, not everyone backstage was thrilled. In fact, according to insider reports, Triple H, real name Paul Levesque, received an angry, emotional text message from a major WWE figure shortly after the show ended, and the message contained just 3 words: "Why, Paul, why?" The sender of that message has not been publicly confirmed by WWE, but industry sources believe it came from none other than Randy Orton, one of the company's most iconic superstars, a 14-time world champion, and a man who many believe was completely blindsided by the booking decisions made on the night of SummerSlam. Others speculate the message might have come from a different legend, possibly John Cena, who was expected to make a return or be referenced during the event, but whose name wasn't mentioned once. Regardless of the sender, the tone and timing of the message indicate that deep personal frustration had reached its peak, and Triple H, the chief content officer, was the target. What could have possibly sparked such an intense reaction from a major name? For fans watching from home and in the arena, SummerSlam featured some massive decisions. Jade Cargill's shocking loss, Roman Reigns' controversial return to insert himself into the World Championship picture, Liv Morgan's heartbreaking silence after losing her tag titles with Dominic Mysterio, and a major push given to rising stars like Braun Breaker and Trick Williams. But it was what didn't happen that may have upset the unnamed veteran most. One of the most glaring decisions was the treatment of Cody Rhodes. After his monumental main event win at WrestleMania 40, fans expected Rhodes to be at the very center of SummerSlam 2025. But instead of headlining the show or getting a marquee match, Rhodes was featured in a relatively short bout against Logan Paul, which ended in a double disqualification after interference from the Judgment Day and Law Knight. The match was chaotic, ended inconclusively, and left fans scratching their heads. Cody didn't even speak afterward. His moment was swallowed by the return of Roman Reigns and the post-main event beatdown. This creative direction may have rubbed many WWE veterans the wrong way, especially those who believe in traditional storytelling arcs and rewarding consistency. It's entirely possible the text message came from someone close to Cody, such as Dustin Rhodes or even a former mentor like Arn Anderson, who still watches from afar. Others believe Randy Orton, who has always been protective of his legacy and how WWE books its top stars, was furious seeing Cody mishandled again. As one former writer put it, Triple H is usually calculated, but this decision felt rushed and reactive. If that text came from someone like Orton, it's because he sees what's happening to the pillars of WWE and doesn't like it. Adding more fuel to the fire was the decision to give Roman Reigns a spotlight without clarification about his future. After months of absence following his historic WrestleMania loss, Reigns returned in the closing moments of the show, not to wrestle, but to stand tall over World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins after a sneak attack involving Solo Sikoa and the newly recruited Jacob Fatu. The tribal chief didn't speak. He didn't explain. He simply stood tall, raising the WWE Universal title he technically never lost, leaving the crowd stunned and leaving several legends feeling disrespected. One backstage observer noted, "If you're Triple H, and you end your biggest show of the summer by bringing Roman back but giving him no words, no make time, no direction, that sends a confusing message. Some guys in the back are loyal to that legacy and don't like this ambiguity. It feels like chaos, not story." But the night's most debated decision was the surprising burial of Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Syndicate. Fans were excited for the group, with MJF finally debuting as part of the stable just weeks prior. Yet at SummerSlam, Lashley and MJF were both squashed by a returning Brock Lesnar in under 5 minutes. Lesnar didn't even look interested after the match. He simply walked up the ramp with a smirk, seemingly satisfied at sending a brutal message to the locker room. That moment reportedly infuriated not just fans but also talent who believe in building new stars. A former WWE agent, who remained anonymous, said, "If I were Lashley or MJF, I'd be fuming. All that build-up for what? Lesnar goes over in 5 minutes and doesn't even stay to sell it." This is exactly the kind of thing that leads to texts like, "Why, Paul, why?" Because veterans see their friends getting sacrificed. MJF, who has only recently returned from a long-term AEW stint, was said to be deeply disappointed backstage. While his demeanor remained professional, several sources confirmed that he wasn't thrilled with creative and made it clear he wanted direction before WWE Payback. It's unclear if he'll get that clarity anytime soon. As for Triple H, sources inside WWE say he was calm after receiving the message. He reportedly read it and didn't reply immediately. Instead, he showed it to a few members of his inner circle, shook his head, and went back to reviewing replays of the Lesnar-Lashley segment and Roman's return. Those present described his mood as focused but weighed down, clearly aware that the choices made at SummerSlam were going to create ripple effects far beyond what the fans saw. In the days following SummerSlam, "Why, Paul, why?" has become a viral meme in the wrestling community. Fans on X, formerly Twitter, have flooded the platform with posts mocking or supporting the message. One tweet read, "Roman returns, Cody disappears, Brock squashes the Hurt Syndicate, and Jade Cargill loses clean. Why, Paul, why, indeed?" Another added, "We waited all year for this. Why, Paul, why is the new it was me." Austin. WWE has not addressed the message publicly, but some believe it might be turned into a storyline. There's speculation that Orton, if he was indeed the sender, might return with a bitter veteran gimmick, directly challenging Triple H's authority on Raw or SmackDown. Others believe it could be CM Punk, who was notably absent from SummerSlam after weeks of being a central focus on WWE Unreal. If Punk was upset at being cut from the show last minute, the message would certainly fit his reputation for emotional bluntness. Regardless of the sender's identity, the phrase, "Why, Paul, why?" now represents a larger frustration in WWE. The disconnect between long-term storytelling and sudden shock value decisions. SummerSlam delivered moments, but at what cost? Fans are asking hard questions, and those backstage are demanding answers. In the weeks ahead, WWE will be forced to face the backlash of SummerSlam. Will Cody Rhodes finally get the clarity he deserves? Will Roman Reigns explain his actions? Will Lashley and MJF recover from a brutal burial? And will Triple H respond, not just to fans but to whoever sent that fateful text? One thing is certain, WWE's creative direction is at a crossroads. As the road to WWE Payback and Survivor Series begins, internal pressure is mounting. Triple H is still widely respected, but the room for error is shrinking. If more stars start feeling betrayed, "Why, Paul, why?" won't just be a text message. It'll become a battle cry and possibly a turning point in the WWE landscape. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.